Hi, Original Soul. Welcome in to this reading from Your Mind, Body, Spirit. So the cards we've got out so far: fear, perseverance, friendship, with an underlying energy of health. All right, so we'll add some tarot to each of these messages, see what wants to come out, but we'll start with fear. Message from your mind. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So there's that image on the fear card. So let's add some cards to it. I hope you're doing well. All right, so for some people, there could be something, with your health or someone else's health in your life that could be bringing in a little bit of worry or fear, or noticing how fear impacts your health, your stress level, right, your mindset. All right, let's see here. And I saw the Queen of Pentacles quite a bit while I was doing the pre-shuffle, so we'll see if she pops back out. But that can be a card about self-care and nurturing. So definitely making that a priority and taking good care of yourself, right? Whatever that might mean for you. Sometimes that's taking time out and away from people. Right? Other times that means need to, do something physically active, get some exercise. Maybe it means journaling and actually taking a deeper dive, or going out and having a little bit of fun. Right, so only you know what would make the most sense for you. But all right, we've got the Hierophant out here with fear. Okay, so there could be some kind of fear or concern related to a marriage or a relationship. This could also be, something to do with church, religion, or even politics in some sort of way. So if you tend to watch a lot of news and absorb a lot of that information, right, it could be good to add in a little bit of a break, right? Not let that get you super riled up. Right? And every situation has lessons, and like the card says, fear is just testing your ability to live in the energy of love. Fear is the opposite of love, and you are a being made from love. So that is your natural state. All right, the Hermit coming out as well. Wow, so 2 major arcana here with fear. So what is on your mind? What is going on? Maybe you've had a lot of racing thoughts. And in the affirmation reading this week, we actually had kind of a fear card come up and cards related to friendship. So maybe some of that similar energy being mimicked here. But with the Hermit, like I said, it might be time to take a break, go within, take a time out. Maybe you spend a little time by yourself. This could be about reflection. Or again, just tuning things out for a while. Right, to allow yourself to settle and heal and get your own thoughts in order. So again, especially if you're absorbing a lot of either negativity, other people's energy, or whatever crazy thing is going on for the day, can be good to take a step back and take a time out. Okay, so that's the message from your mind. Get yourself settled and grounded. And know that there are sort of hidden blessings, even if you can't really see them right now, right? But you really are the key to that, and getting your mindset in check. All right, let's move on with perseverance. Let me hold this up, actually. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. All right, so if your mind is set on fear, right, that's why you need to shift out of that, do what you can to shake that up and get out of that mindset. Or because you can do whatever you set your mind to. So set it to something better. Set it to something that you want instead of something that you don't want. Remembering that your body is really strong. Right, your body wants to reset itself and bring in healing as well. All right, let's see what popped out here. All right, Page of Rods and Seven of Swords. Page of Rods came out upside down. There could be some situation that you are upset over, feeling a loss, feeling even some heartache or depression, sadness. This could have to do, maybe this is with a child. This could be with just somebody too that possibly is a little immature or a little brash, a little assertive or feisty even, with that Page of Wands there. And then the Seven of Swords, that can be about manipulation or deceit. It could also be about strategy, right? So if you do have any situation going on, maybe with a child in your life or just a younger person or a younger, seeming person, even if they're older, right? Not everyone that is old acts mature. Right, so there could be something that you need to bring in where you're trying to handle this sort of situation. And that's where taking that step back and not letting fear drive the way you act or project or communicate. Let's get one more with this. Or again, this could be, right, you found out someone was lying to you, or maybe you've been kind of lying to yourself and not really taking action that you know that you should be. All right, so remembering that you are strong and you can persevere. Yeah, and it might be time to do something different, going down a new path, possibly needing to walk away from a certain situation or just take a different approach, something more heartfelt, right? Letting your passion and being grounded drive you, right? Along with what your heart is calling for, right? This person all cloaked in red, just like Little Red Riding Hood, right, is in seek of happiness, in seek of joy. All right, so keeping that in mind. Right, and it can take a lot of strength to, walk away from something or walk towards something new. It doesn't always have to be that you're leaving somebody in the dust necessarily, but right, that could potentially be what's going on for you. So however this might fit, but you can do it when you set your mind to it, okay? All right, and then message from Spirit, friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Right? I believe everybody is in our lives for a reason, every situation that we encounter, right? Everyone's there to teach us something, and you included, right? You're here to learn lessons. You're also potentially lessons for other people. All right, so let's see what's coming out with friendship. They're jumping right away. All right, Knight of Swords. So I don't know if there has been any fighting or issues. Maybe there's some sort of truth that's come to light or that needs to come out. If that's something you need to say, right, or you hear this from somebody else, there could be, for some of you, this could have been a combative situation, or maybe somebody's really kind of cut you down, or someone that you thought was a close friend, you're kind of seeing something in a different way, or they could be, right, drawing blood, like it looks like on this card. Right, this feels really like a battle. This almost looks like a volcano here coming out of this tower or castle, right? So maybe you're about ready to blow. Maybe there's something, right, that does have you really fired up. Again, maybe you've been afraid to say something. Maybe you've been afraid to address it. Sometimes it can feel easier sticking with the status quo, especially if standing up for yourself is out of your comfort zone. But noticing how these types of situations do start to impact your health, impact your body, impact the way you act, All right, let's see. Let's get another one with this. All right, for some people too, this could literally be a health thing. Maybe there's a surgery or some sort of procedure involved. All right, Hanged Man, another major arcana. So this could be something that you've delayed or put off. You haven't wanted to do or pursue, whatever this might be. For others of you, this is really seeing something different and getting a different perspective. Right? Maybe being a little more illuminated about a situation or a specific person in your life. Maybe you're actually starting to see, right, what those lessons are, what they were here to teach you, even if it was right, something that hurt you or cut you. All right, let's get one more with it before we move on. Right, and taking a pause, right, especially if you are the one that is maybe acting in that way. Right, and also getting help if you need it, if you know, there is any like physical like self-harm or anything like that, right? Seeking out some sort of help. Yeah, definitely something that has wounded and hurt. I mean, look at, we've got blood on this card, this bloody bandage here around his head, around his hand. So this could be a situation where someone in your life maybe just had you feeling really unworthy, or like you didn't fit or you didn't belong. Right? Maybe you felt cut out of a situation. Yeah, just something where you feel like there has been some sort of loss, you know, some sort of injury, whether that's physical actually, or I just said with your heart or even your ego. All right, so taking that step back, taking a cue from the Hanged Man here, right, and just trying to get a different perspective. What can you learn from this situation? Right, and remember that person is or was in your life for a reason. Okay. All right, let's move on with health, underlying energy, under that abundance. All right, health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Look at that beautiful green image. So taking care of your heart, taking care of your body. All right, let's see here what we get with health. Another page, Page of Pentacles, and Page of Swords. All right, I'll hold these up. Notice that they're both kind of facing away from each other, so maybe there is something specific that you just haven't been wanting to deal with. You've sort of been letting that fear hold you back or sort of keep you in that worry mindset instead of taking any action or any steps or communicating anything. Right, so this is taking good care of yourself, doing things that are nurturing for your body and your mind, starting to take those steps, especially if that's something that you've been putting off. You know, maybe there's something new you could do or something that you need to take away. Got a lot of page energy in this reading, which can be youthful as well. So that's why I was mentioning maybe kids or even teenagers, or again, even just immaturity, right? But sometimes that page energy can be really helpful, right? We can tend to get really, really serious. So being a little bit lighter, like I mentioned, maybe even bringing in a little bit of fun if that's called for your situation, right? Laughter is beautiful medicine. Laughter is healing, right? So it can't can't hurt to put down some stress and some of the baggage for a while, right? And just let yourself be a little bit lighter. Maybe it'll help you do something a little different or see something a little bit differently. And then same with this Page of Swords. Like I said, maybe there is some sort of message that you get or that you need to send out. Something with communication here. Right? This is also defending yourself a little bit, and kind of protecting yourself, right? Making yourself a priority. Yeah, with the Four of Wands, like I was just saying, taking care of your health, taking steps and action that do things that up-level you, that make you feel good, that make you feel better, and that make you feel even proud of yourself. Right? So maybe you need to take a few of those steps and do some nurturing activities for yourself. Maybe there is also something that you need to say or get off your chest, and notice how doing maybe both of those things really does have you feeling lighter. Maybe it takes a weight off your shoulders, right? And you start to feel better. Yeah, getting out of conflict, getting out of any kind of fighting mode, right? And just doing what you need to do. Okay, kind of a serious message here today. So maybe for some of us, we do need to go out and have a little bit of fun and get out of that vibe for a little bit. But that is the message that we've got here from your mind, body, spirit. I hope there was something helpful here for you in this message today. If there was, I'd love to hear about it, or just give me a like, leave me a comment. I'd love to share. All right. But like I said, that's what we've got. Mind, body, spirit. And until next time, peace.